Okay, Dale, I saw yours here. All right, Dale. Dale said, I remember you saying, this is exactly why I am not afraid of women. And it was around the section of not believing whatever they say. Was wondering if you could expand on that. Yes. Okay. So I understand the part of when women can be a total mystery. And when women are a total mystery, you play scared. It is. You play scared because you don't know how they're going to react to things. The reason I can now send whatever I want to any girl in the world is because whatever I've said has worked at some point or not, so I'm not scared to send it. When women are a mystery, they're scary. When you understand women, and even just those examples we gave of the online dating, that you guys, once we did the third one, you guys were like starting to go, oh yeah, I can see she's a gold digger. I can see this, right? That was just a tiny bit of repetition, right? And you were already able to kind of start to see what she actually means. And that's what I mean. The more you understand women, the more this stuff is revealed to you. I look around and I see women acting exactly like I know they're going to act. And when I know that they're going to do it and it's repeatable, it's like women follow a herd mindset. Now, a lot of guys do this too. A lot of guys just follow the herd, but women are more subjective to following authority. When I was a classroom teacher, there were some boys that had some balls and they would rebel. Some of those boys, and I respect the kids that did. I respect a kid if he's like, "Why are we doing this?" I respected kids that did that, and I said, "Hey, if you ever ask me why are we doing this, and I can't explain it to you, if I can't give you a good reason of why we're practicing this skill, we will throw it away." And that gained a lot of respect with my men, even at second grade, my men in my class, because there was one time when we were doing a worksheet or something, and someone asked me, and I was like thinking, yeah, we're using this, and I thought about it, I was like, nope. And I said, hey guys, you know what? Crumble this piece of paper up. There's We're gonna recycle it, but there's nothing. We're not doing this assignment. You're right. There's not a good skill I can teach you. We could spend this time doing something better. Um, so women are more likely to follow authority. Women in my class would very rarely ever, the girls in my class would very rarely ever like combat me at all. So they're more likely to follow this herd mindset. And when you start to see this and you see the patterns and you see that um, women are constantly testing men, or you see that she's, saying, oh, you never tell me how you feel. And you hear these same things come up over and over and over again from women, it starts to go, huh, this isn't as confusing as I thought, because I've seen her do that before. And it's like when you start to see the patterns repeat, you have no fear of women. You start to see women just like you see other men. And the way I kind of think about that is if I'm with another guy, I will give him my absolute total respect. Another guy, man to man, total respect. But I don't just, if I see a guy on the side of the street or whatever, I'm not just gonna go pander to a random guy, would you? You're not just gonna go over there, hey, how you doing? Hey, do you want to talk? Is it okay if I talk to you? Like, you would never do that to a random guy, right? Well, that's how I look at women now. It's because I understand them so much. I'm not scared of them. And I can say something to a girl, and if she's like doesn't pick up on it, she doesn't think it's funny, that doesn't faze me, because it's just another person to me. The mystery is gone. So when the mystery is gone, the fear is gone. Okay, how long would it take generally to start to get a real grasp of women? Well, Michael, I can tell you from the time I've known you for just a few months, you've learned way, way more in that short period of time than I ever learned. This has taken me years to get together, but um, it's it's gonna be. I guess it would be different for everyone, but the most important thing is, because again, us men are rational. When you know better, you do better, and so the more you rationally learn this, um, it's kind of like going to class, and then the test is when you're actually testing a girl. The test is when you're actually, if you were to approach a woman, or you were to just observe out in nature. So A lot of guys don't understand what we're talking about today. A lot of guys had no idea that women communicated this differently. They thought women were different, but they didn't understand that there's a method to the madness. So even just literally you being on this webinar today, you have ammo that will help you the next time you communicate with women or watch women communicate that a lot of guys never ever learn. So I think of it as like um, practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. And so if you are getting good advice, your understanding of women will get better and better and better. But why most guys never understand women is because practice makes permanent. They're hearing their beta mon friends' advice of communicate more, happy wife, happy life. And that is just implanted in their mind. I was thinking about this today when I was driving. I just go, I wonder if I was like, I don't actually think now that I think about it, women are that difficult to understand. It's our prior programming is the hardest part. It's getting rid of what we've been told. Because if I were to tell you guys that we're going to go to Mars, which by the way, I question a lot of things about space, all these things. Anyway, but let's just say we're going to go to Mars. Let's just pretend we're going to go to Mars. And I said, hey, there's this alien species. And I didn't tell you that their name were women, but I just described them to you. So if we were to go, hey, there's this new species, and I only explained what this species was, and you're just like, oh, okay. And you had no prior experience, no prior rejections, no prior heartbreaks to cloud your mind, you would understand them really quickly. It would be like studying an animal at the zoo. Go study gorillas for a couple hours and you'll have a bunch of facts you didn't know before. And because you don't have any blockage preventing you from learning new information. Because gorillas, it's like, oh, I didn't know that about gorillas. Now I do. But we have all these prior things of what people have told us, bad advice that you literally have to combat through. But when that is clear, it's like stuff like this, understanding how women communicate, it becomes, it's quick, but I can't give you a number. It's not going to take you years. I'll say that. It will definitely not take you years. Months. Now, months won't make you a master, but months will give you such a feel of the game that other guys didn't have. That again, when you go out in the field and you see the confirmation of that, then it's like, oh, okay, that's not so hard. I just saw that. So definitely less than years. Definitely a lot less long than it took me. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.